What's going on, everyone? Gamer King Tario here, and I'm working hard on the review of Uncharted Fight for Fortune, the new downloadable virtual card game that was released earlier this week on the PlayStation Vita. So while I'm working on that, I thought I would do a basics guide to kind of show everyone what the gameplay involves for those who are unfamiliar with card games like this, or for those who just want to see how it's actually going to play if you are interested in purchasing the game. So the basic premise of the game consists of two opponents using different decks of cards to battle each other. Each main character has a set amount of life that is represented by a heart, and once that life number runs out, the match is over. You attack your opponent by taking turns in battle, and each player's turn consists of three separate parts. The first part is the fighter section or faction section. Here you'll be able to pick your combatants into battle, and each player card has certain abilities. Some are more offensive, some allow you to claim fortune cards, some add faction points so you can get higher level characters quicker, some have special bonuses like attacking another character for bonus damage, or the ability to attack on the turn which is placed on the board. There are numbers on each faction card. The far left number in the top corner is going to be the amount of damage or attack power that card has. The middle number is the amount of resource that is needed to bring the card onto the playing field, and the far right number is the amount of life or damage that card can take. Once you select the faction card and place him or her on the board, you will then go to the next phase, which is the fortune card selection. Here you'll be able to select one of three cards that are generally face down, and you'll get a card that will reward you with resources. From here you have a choice to make. You can either put the card into play on the board, or you can immediately sacrifice it for 5 resources. Each fortune card has a set number of resources that it's worth, which is represented by the number at the bottom, but they can only be claimed by certain players that are on the board. This will generally give you a higher claim than sacrificing it, but there's also some risk involved. If you place the card under a faction card, and that opponent happens to kill that faction card, that opponent will claim the whole fortune for himself. So if you don't feel you can adequately protect a fortune card, you may be better off sacrificing it. Also, sacrificing gains instant resources, so in endgame scenarios you may be better off sacrificing it and going for the endgame kill rather than giving your opponent another chance. The last card phase involves the resource cards. Here you can spend those resources you just earned with the fortune cards to augment your character with special bonuses. You can add defense to a character, add attack power, or directly attack with certain cards. All of these have varying degrees of cost and are all situational. Sure, it might be nice to do 7 to 10 random damage with a card, but it could be more important to protect a character holding a really big fortune card. After all 3 phases are completed, we'll enter the attack phase. This is where your card placement comes into play. Your cards will attack based on their numerical attack power, and the card will attack whatever is directly across from them. So if there's another faction card that's across from them, it will attack that card. If there's no card, it will directly attack the player. Unless otherwise noted, there is no backward splash damage. That means if you're attacking with a 8 attack power character against something that only has 1 heart, you will not do 7 damage to the player behind it. You can use this to your advantage to make sure that you can use low level characters to block high level characters from attacking your direct player. Beyond the blocking mechanic, another thing to watch out for is combos. Certain faction characters put beside each other will form combos that will give each other bonuses, such as putting Nathan Drake and Chase beside each other. They'll form a combo. Also, certain characters do more specific damage against another character. This ties into the Uncharted story, so you always want to make sure you read the card and view the playing field before placing somebody in the battlefield. So that's it for the quick look at the basics of Uncharted Fight for Fortune. Hope the video helped you out a little bit. Stay tuned for the full review when it's posted, and thanks for watching, guys. Have a great night. Take care. Bye.